and you just cannot get any medication that will do anything good for you. The more you take it, the more your pressure and your sugar is high. And I know that those tablets is going to settle up some other part of your body and create some other problem. So I want to really give the doctor some good, courage. I know it is not easy because Dominica is a very small country. You will come here and probably you will spend more than you make, but then you will get it somewhere. If you're doing it, for God, I believe God will give you your reward. Just keep on doing what you're doing because I know the pharmacists and those most doctors that have their contact with the pharmacists, before you go to them, they start writing the prescription before you even tell them your symptoms for you to go to a drugstore and get money. So I am saying, my friend, maybe your merits or what your good time might not be here, but if you're doing it for God, I think you will get your results on sometime. Just
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Is the on target there?
Yeah, give thanks, my brother, for these words there. And what I like to concentrate on is solution. Okay, we are aware of these things. How is it that we work together as a people? Because the doctors are not our enemies, you know. Remember, these are people that themselves get sick. You know, that people that themselves have families that are sick, that want their wives, their children. You understand? So it's we as a nation, the doctors, the layman, we have to come together and see how is it that we could utilize what we have. Because we in Dominica, what I say we have because I'm here, I'm always here these days. What we have is we have lots of herbs. You know, you could just take some stinging nettle and just pound the stinging nettle in a peanut to it. You know, and just pour some water and just squeeze that out and just give it a little bit of heat. And not boil it, just warm it at water 47 degrees Celsius. And drink that. That helps to bring down your blood pressure. You could do the same thing with parsley. You know, you could do the same thing for diabetes if you're neem and your dandelion. The thing is, we have these things accessible to us. So it's not that we have to suffer. It's all we have to do instead of making what we have look bad, even as somebody for a university degree. What we need to do, research about it. Because you want to study about pharmacology and these things. Find out what is in the herbs. Find out how you could use them and find out how we could work to organize a system that is good for our people.
Somebody was making a point about the doctor giving my husband some linzolopral or something.
Lisinopril.
Uh-huh. And he was having trouble getting an erection. Can you speak to that quickly?
Yeah, well, most of these drugs, what they do, they basically cause you to depleted of potassium. So what you do, you urinate out a lot. So you pass out lots of potassium. So when you have limited potassium, and you know what happens basically is that your contraction, you cannot get a good contraction. The muscles of your heart begin to get enlarged. The erection is just a sign of what is happening in the physical structure. What he has to worry more about is the enlargement of the heart muscles. That's why when you're on these drugs, they're supposed to be checking your potassium levels all the time. So at the same time, we could recommend whether they're supposed to be giving you some potassium or those potassium drug to help to boost up your potassium levels. But as I say, both lisinopril and atenolol, these drugs, they cause impotence among black men a lot. You know, I mean, if you have, I mean, whoever you are, if you're on this drug, you're supposed to be getting some type of erectile dysfunction. It's on the label of the drug anyway. You know, erectile dysfunction or impotence. So what we have to do, you have to balance it out. If your husband has that problem, he needs to be taking lots of foods rich in potassium.
Bananas?
Bananas is high in potassium. He must also be using lots of kelp, does grow hair a lot, sea moss, seaweed, you know, and also the sapina. These things is high in minerals. And especially when you could pound them and squeeze the juice and get it raw, these things. And the thing about Dominica, you know, you have enough quantity here growing wild that you could pound it and get the green juice, my brother. If I have an opportunity to do a center and in Dominica, when you could heal somebody in Dominica, when you could get all the herbs, you could just pound it and get the juice green. So we do have the ability. So she could use parsley, stinging nettle, corn silk, all these things as diuretic to help to bring down the blood pressure. And let the husband not worry too much, because as he's having erectile dysfunction, he's gonna stress, and that stress does cause your blood pressure to be high. So what happens? He'll be having persistent high blood pressure.
Okay. Well, we have to wrap up at this point in time, and just to reconfirm that the doctor will be at the Fortune Hotel from 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, we'll be there from 5 o'clock.
If somebody wants to meet you before that, what do they do?
Okay, they will give us a call at 285-7815. That is 285-7815.
Okay. One final phone call. Hello. I'm sorry you missed that opportunity. Dominica, of course, don't forget tomorrow at the Fortune Hotel from 5 o'clock, you'll be in the house.
Yeah, I'll be discussing how we could use, they're not going to be negative, balancing negative and positive of the world. And what we'll be doing, we'll be showing you exactly how to take care of yourself from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. And there is an admission of $20, EC, that you have to pay at the door. Be on time because we are going to start on time, eh?
I'll talk to you. Something, give you a call sometime later.
Yeah, man.
8:11 is the morning.